Guys, step number 3 of our 6-step training, in my opinion, is where most people get the most frustrated and have the end result is that they quit our business. Here's why. A natural reaction when people first see Ambit for the first time is to pick up the phone and start calling friends and neighbors and doing this. Scott, this is Ray. Listen, I just got involved in this company called Ambit Energy. It's only $429 and we're going to take advantage of the deregulation of gas and electricity. And all we need to do is get a couple customers and 526 and you be... Guys, it doesn't work. The biggest mistake that people make in network marketing and in Ambit is to pick up the phone and try to explain the business to the friends and family. Your friends and family know that you know nothing about the deregulation of gas and electricity. The key to building a large organization is to differentiate between the invitation and the presentation. What I'm going to teach you now is the invitation. The invitation, your goal when you get on the phone with somebody is not to talk them into the business. Your goal is to set the appointment to book the presentation. Now guys, when I call up my friend Scott, I get on the phone with one goal, to get on the phone, to set the appointment, and to get off the phone. So I call up my friend Scott and the first thing I say is, Scott, listen, I'm real excited about something and I need your opinion. And normally what Scott will say is, what is it? And what I say is, Scott, listen, it's 99% visual. I can't explain it over the phone. I need about 20 minutes of your time. When can we get together? And Scott says, well, come by my office. Now, guys, when he says come by my office, I did my job. I set the appointment. That's my goal. Now, not everybody's going to be as easy as Scott is. There's going to be times you call up people, and this is probably more of what you'll get. I call up my friend Sandy. I say, Sandy, listen, I'm real excited about something, and I need your opinion. Guys, the reason I always ask for their opinion is they're going to give it to you whether you ask for it or not. So I say, Sandy, listen, I'm real excited about something and I need your opinion. And Sandy says, well, what is it, Ray? I say, Sandy, listen, I can't explain it over the phone. It's 99% visual, but it's big. When can we get together? And she starts asking more questions. Well, Ray, what is it? Guys, the problem is when they start asking questions, the natural thing that we do is we start giving answers. And before you know it, you've done a business presentation over the phone. What I'm going to tell you is if you'll remember these 3 questions, and I recommend you write them down, if you can remember these 3 questions, you'll have more appointments and more people to meet with than you can keep up with. Sandy says, well, Ray, tell me a little bit more. And what I do is rather than trying to answer her questions, I turn it around on Sandy. I say, Sandy, let me ask you this question. How many people do you know that use gas and electricity? And she says, huh? I said, how many people do you know that use gas and electricity? And she kind of laughs and she says, well, everybody I know. Question number 2 is, do you think they'd like to pay less or potentially get it for free? And she says, of course they would. Who wouldn't want to save money? Question number 3 is, Sandy, how would you like to earn a residual income and potentially thousands of dollars in bonuses by referring people to that program? And guys, what Sandy says is, that sounds great. What do I need to do? Great. We need to get together. When can I come by your house to show you a DVD? When can I come by with my sponsor and take you to the Starbucks? When can I pick you up and take you to a meeting? Guys, the biggest mistake people make in our company is they go out there and they try to explain the business on the phone. Your invitation needs to be short, it needs to be sweet, it needs to be to the point. The whole focus of you calling somebody up is not to sign them up, it's to get them to take a look. A lot of times people say, well, I'm in sales. Guys, what you need to realize about Ambit is your sell is not to talk them into the business. The sell that you make in this business is to get them to look. This thing makes too much sense, and if you can get enough people to look, you're going to find people get excited about our opportunity. Keep the invitation short. Do not explain the business on the phone. If they start asking you questions, turn them around and ask them those 3 questions. Guys, thank you. That's step number 3.